Yeah, thanks for inviting me. Hello, everyone. Thanks for staying for the second afternoon session before you all go your way home. I'll talk a bit about openDesk, which is our flagship product at ZenDiS for the public administration. Quick recap, where do we come from? Actually, this is a long way. We have gone since 2019 until the launch of openDesk last year. There was some market analysis on software dependencies for the federal government in 2019, and obviously the result was there's too much dependency on single vendor applications, and an action plan was made up by the IT Rat and the IT Planungsrat. And as a result, ZenDiS was founded, a strategy was formed to build a sovereign workplace, and ZenDiS has been tasked to make this, make a product out of this, and then we launched last year. So ZenDiS mission, ZenDiS, the German Center for Digital Sovereignty. Our mission is to empower the public administration to free itself from critical dependencies. As we all know, there's lots of critical dependencies, and we are actively working hands-on on this mission every day. How do we do it? We do it with open source software. We work together with open source projects to bring them into public administrations. So we are like a governor between open source projects and the public administration. And for us, digital sovereignty, everyone has its own definition now, but for us, this is three main cornerstones. Interchangeability, so public administration needs to be able to change to different solutions. That's German, it's Wechselfähigkeit in German. It's the possibility to interact with open source projects and make changes there, and to have an influence. So the first cornerstone of digital sovereignty for us in terms of product development was openDesk, and an office and collaboration suite consisting of open source software, and it has everything a sovereign workplace needs in terms of applications. We have groupware with email, calendar, we have chat, we have document storage, editing, wiki, notes application, project management, video conferencing, and also user management. So the technologies we use are all open source. We develop an openCode, which is our second flagship product for the public administration. It's a development and collaboration platform for the public administration in Germany, for all the public administrations, state level and federal level. We have almost 10,000 users on openCode now. I just checked today. We have like a 7% growth rate in the users per month currently. So when I started last year at ZenDiS, beginning of last year, we had like 2,000 users. Now we're at 10,000. This is really great to see, and it's the basis for development of our products. Of course, we are Kubernetes first, Helm, Kubernetes. We have load and performance testing with K6 browser, and all the stuff. The architecture of openDesk looks like this. Of course, we built on Kubernetes as an orchestrator, and then we use established open source projects with commercial support and put them all into one Helm deployment. So the suppliers here are like Nextcloud, OpenExchange, Element, OpenProject. So they give us Helm charts and and container images, which we put into a single deployment for the customers, so they can deploy our solution on-premise, or they can buy a SaaS solution, which is hosted by B1 Systems, which are also sponsors here, and Stackit, hosted on Stackit infrastructure. So the deployment development was done in 2023. We started with that. So we use Helm and Helmfile. The deployment is split into several modules for the applications, for example, like Collabora, Nextcloud, and for environments, so you're ready to deploy to dev, prod, staging, whatever. And we use Helmfile where you can put in environment-specific values to target your deployment. And they're templated together with the default configuration we ship, and then apply the configuration to the cluster. So here's some statistics. Putting together all the bits is a challenging task in many aspects. But to get a grasp how big the project is, we have like about 80 pods right now. It's 83 containers, over 100 container images, more than 50 Helm charts. We have about 5,000 lines of config in openDesk around all these Helm charts and container images to really like integrate all the applications with each other. For example, they're all behind one OIDC auth provider. So you can single sign on into all the applications. We have built integrations between the applications, so you can, for example, in your email attach a file from your Nextcloud more easily with 3 clicks. So that's really, really comfortable. Yeah, we have gone quite a bit of a way already. And the question is, of course, you could ask, can I use openDesk today? Can it be used? And it can be used. I give some examples. So we have multiple customers that are already using this as a SaaS product. For example, the Ministerpräsidentenkonferenz, maybe not everyone knows, is using it already since last year. So since openDesk 1.0 was launched. It's their exchange platform for documents during the sessions they do regularly. Also, the German Bundestag is using it. The Bundestagsverwaltung is using it as an exchange platform. And then the Robert Koch Institute is running a platform for all the public health services in Germany, which are over 400. All over the country, so they use it to communicate with each other about pandemics, for example. They're not storing your health data there, so no worries. This was a project we did this year in summer. So the digital workplace for teachers in Baden-Württemberg. It's pretty huge. It's about 65,000 users now. We're expanding to 120,000 users. There's this central workspace for all the teachers there. So it's one deployment. So it's all running in one deployment, one prod deployment. There are more like eval and stuff like that. One production deployment. So it really scales. We see that. And there's more stuff planned, like a lot of additional applications and AI integration with F13. And we have a lot of requests for on-premise installations, which is totally fine for us. So customers decide whether they want to do it on-prem or SaaS. So we have a frame contract, for example, with the BWI, which is the central IT service provider for the German Bundeswehr. They want to operate it in their private cloud, obviously, and we have a pilot running next year and a test rollout starting in 2027. And Of course, you all read this headline last week, so we're really proud to help the ICC with migrating away from all the Microsoft services to openDesk. This is a project currently running, yeah, stay tuned. Some outlook, really quick outlook into what we plan for openDesk. Of course, stabilization and improvements to regular operations is a topic, as an ongoing topic, as well as providing a central deployment of openDesk for all state level, for the Bund, for all the state level government ministries, for example. We want to improve interoperability, extensibility. Fachverfahren is at least to the German audience here, Fachverfahren is probably specialized procedures, probably a term. We want to add more AI integration in cooperation with KeepIt, which is a state level initiative for AI in the public administration, and F13, which is from Baden-Württemberg. And there's lots of stuff going on the deployment currently with container hardening. Probably most of you are affected with the Bitnami closing all the open source images. And lots of stuff which I couldn't put on the slide, so there's lots of activity, and there will be lots of things coming next year. How do we do it? So we don't develop in-house, we don't do in-house development. Like, we work with strong partners to create value instead of doing in-house development. So we have lots of skilled people in ZenDiS. We're about 35 people now. We will be growing to like 60 or 70 maybe next year. But we work with strong partners which do all the development, the SaaS operations, the support, and stuff like that. And we work obviously with the open source projects to improve and to provide funding. To improve the software over time. So this is one product for the public administration. This is one product. They can buy it at ZenDiS, and they get the whole suite. We build it together with the service provider, B1 Systems. They do the SaaS operations currently, and the development. And the hosting provider currently is Stackit. And we work with the vendors like Element, Nextcloud, Nordic, Open Project, Open Exchange, Univention, all the vendors which are currently part of openDesk. So for us, openDesk is only first step towards a fully sovereign workplace. So what's the next step? So this year we did a feasibility study for the German Digital Ministry, the new ministry, including sovereign applications, openDesk, which is openDesk, desktop OS, and corresponding backend services. The Stefan from B1 Systems had his talk this morning and also mentioned it shortly. So we have a pilot project running at one of the public administrations in Germany, the Physikalisch-Technische Bundesanstalt in Braunschweig. So we will put Linux desktop and openDesk and backend services there as a prototype next year. So maybe ZenDiS will launch a product, desktop OS and backend services in 2026. Let's see. Maybe we also already built a prototype. So lots of things to come in 2026 from ZenDiS, you can expect. Thanks for having me in this wonderful city of Dresden.